Hey everybody, welcome back. We're here in a Woodyard and got working on some rounds here. One thing missing over here, no lickety log splitter. Yeah, I'm still in mourning, but we're getting there. Thought I'd show something I made the other day. Took me, I don't know, 53 years to 54 years to think of it, but I guess from watching YouTube videos, I made a log deck for cutting wood. It's about 270 bucks in materials. I use 6x6 for legs. That was an 8-footer. I cut them at 2 feet and then cut a shoulder for the 2 baits to sit on. 2 baits on this side, 2 on the other side, just like joists to hold up the 4x4s. And then I put a 2x6 on top, and with the 4x4s and all that, it came out to about 30.5 inches, so it worked out perfect. A couple of pieces of 5/4 for brackets on the legs, and I ran a piece of 5/4 down the middle because I moved this around with my forks, and when I pull up to it, the tips of the forks then will catch on that board in the middle there and pick it up. Like I said, took a lot of years to finally decide to make one, but works great. I cut everything about 10, 12 foot length, so 8 feet long, 6 feet deep. And the reason I made it 6 feet, the 4x4s, I got checking. I was going to buy 12-footers and cut them in half to give me a 6-foot depth. And Lowe's had 6-footers already cut for $8. And it was quite a bit cheaper than if I'd have cut a 12 and a half. 12s were like 24, 25 bucks a piece. So saved a little money there. And then a couple uprights on the back, I had them laying around. They're fastened down. I countersunk down about 1.5 inches so my chain wouldn't have any weight of contact. And then that flat 2x6 on the top, the lags go into that there. 3/8 lags, probably 4 inches long. Like I said, they're countersunk down in there nice and deep so the chain won't hit them. Now we'll swing around here, getting ready for next year. Yeah, I stack everything. I know that's an issue, but well, it's not an issue for me. I like stacking wood, so even these rounds here that don't need to be split, I keep them separated out and stack them up. Got a tote with some offcuts, like odd-sized pieces, to burn them in a campfire. And I even stack the stuff that's ready to be split, these rounds here. There's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 15 rows, about 6 feet high, probably 16 feet long. So I don't know what's in them. Probably a good half, 3/4 of a cord, probably. Anywhere they're ready to be split, and we do have something now to split with the Wolfridge 17 VS. Nice Valentine's Day gift. Showed up here last Wednesday. I got about 6 hours on it now, 6 or 7 hours. Getting used to it. It's pretty fast. I like the single wedge for me. I mean, that's what I've been used to. I like all my splits about the same size. These here are splits that don't have any bark on them. I separate them out for some special people. But splitter itself works really good. We'll do a demonstration here in a minute. I got probably a 14-inch one on the top there and one ready to go up. I just measured it's 22 inches. Having a log lift is new to me, and I'm getting used to that real quick. I didn't get the conveyor because I throw them right off into my rack that I made. It's from an old pallet, about 6.5 feet long, maybe 28 inches high, and I can put 2 rows in there. And I stack it in there, and then I unstack it and stack it again. So I don't sell that much wood, very little. So was a splitter overkill? Depends. not for me. It's what I wanted. So I actually went up to Boonville last August for the purpose of running the Easton Made Axis. And I did in fact get to run it. I really liked it. I ran the split force or split fire, the one that moves around under its own power. That was interesting to me, but the table height was considerably lower than the Easton Made. Anyway, I really liked the Easton Made. Came home and sent my deposit for one. It would have been here April or May. When I was at the hotel, and I can't think of the name, the town it was in, Rome, New York. There were some Wolfridge people there, and I asked one guy. Actually, he was a delivery guy. He didn't remember it, but I asked when he was coming out, or when they were coming out with a vertical, and he said later in the year. So I did not go to Paul Bunyan. I'm in eastern Pennsylvania. That's a pretty good trip for me. I knew they had one there because I saw Chris Wolf demonstrate one on the internet, and I was really impressed with the price and the features that it had. The things I do like about it that made the decision a little easier, obviously the controls right here in the front. Log lift is right there. The electric start, the electronic throttle up, and the Honda engine. I have some Hondas on some other equipment, and I really like the engines. Not saying a Vanguard's a bad engine, by no means. And Easton Made is certainly a really good splitter. But for me, jumping to this one, the $500 deposit was kind of a wash because delivery on this was $500 cheaper. And the overall price of the machine was thousands at the time. They've gone up since then. You want to know what they cost, go on the website or call, get a quote. But for me at the time, it was quite a big difference. So I'll pause it here, get set up. Should start right up. I had it running about 10 minutes ago. And we'll split that cherry and we'll lift up that one. And I won't split that because, I don't know, splitting wood, you split one, you've seen it. So let me get paused and set up and we'll get going. I just checked, I got a little over 7 hours. So let's get going. Here we go. Long on that one. I usually throttle it down while I'm straightening up my rack here. Which is nice. All right, let's get that big one up there and I'll quarter that one. Hey. No bark, no bark, no bark. No bark, no bark. Boss came to check on me. Now you get the idea. So one more thing, if like I said, I'm in northeastern Pennsylvania. If anybody would like to come and run it so you have an idea, let me know, and I'll keep a few logs around so you can try it out. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.